I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Eat. Thank you for joining me. 1 hot minute. How about that? Right out of the gate. I don't want anyone to miss out on this. Everybody hit the like button, please. The more you hit the like button, you know what happens when you do that, people? Here's what happens. When everybody hits a like button, YouTube algorithm goes, something's happening. It's one of those Scovilles. What are they doing? And that's what they think, something exciting is happening, and they push it out. More people will see it, and we'll have more people in this 1 hot minute. Thank you all for being here. Brian Vandenbroek, good to see you. Clayton Collins, Brock Bandy, Silver Surfer, Kristen Melinda, thank you for being here. Bizzle, my dude, love you. Thank you for being here. And the one and only Tommy Scoville, my brother. Thank you for being here, bro. Lynn Arundel from Down Under, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Anybody I miss? I might miss some people. Hopefully I get to everybody. Jane Aldrich, good to see you. Noah, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Narfman, Harvest 912. For being here, guys. I want to go take a hot tub with those guys. Keith Kimmon, good to see you. Heard ya. I heard ya. Work with Kate. Good to see you. Work with Kate Jordan. Wes Leiper and Gouthie. 1 hot minute is tonight, people. Ethan Morgan, good to see you. Silver Surfer and Tracy and Michelle. Hey, Silver, listen, you guys. If you've never done 1 hot minute, this is what we do. Today, we're all going to eat something hot. I got this from my friend Jeff McGinnis. He has a new company. It's now Razorberry, but this is one of my favorites from his. It's an awesome dessert sauce, and I want to show it off, so I'm going to eat some of this. So everybody gets something hot. Here's what we do. It doesn't have to be a pepper. It doesn't have to be sauce. It can be anything, but get something hot, because on the half hour, 26 minutes from now, or 24 minutes from now, whatever. We're going to all eat something hot together, all right? So let's do this, please. Everybody hit that like button. You never hear me say that, do you? Hit the like button. Barella, good to see you. Pepper Poppy, good to see you. Sam, thank you for being here. This is going to be a good one. Now, I don't do mine at the same time everybody does theirs. I do mine early so that when everybody eats theirs on the half hour, I can announce the horse race. Have I had anybody from the group tried Firehouse Subs? I have. Anybody? Let me know if you guys have. All right, so this is from, you can't get this anymore. That's why I'm so excited about this. This is my favorite sauce, one of my favorite sauces from Sam and Oliver's. That was his dog. Those were his dogs, Sam and Oliver. They're no longer with us. Great dogs, but that was how he, guys, this is a dessert sauce, you guys. Strawberry, Reaper. It's a lush blend of strawberries, Carolina Reapers that will leave you in a world of flavors. It's very, very good on ice cream. So I'm going to review this right now. And then later, I'm going to probably get some ice cream because I don't think we have any. You have to have the right ice cream for this. I remember this. Jack, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Jane Aldrich, so nice to see you. I remember this aroma. Listen, just because you put Reaper and strawberry in a sauce, they don't all taste the same. I remember this. You know how long it's been since I've had this sauce? 7 years. I never thought I'd ever taste it again because he's out of business. It's amazing. Laser Show, good to see you. I'm going to try this right now, you guys. I don't have my tasting spoon. I don't use a metal spoon or a wooden spoon or anything else because it imparts a flavor. My hand won't. So this is my review of Mind Flay. Stuff is so good. I remember it so well. Jason P., good to see you. Shannon Trim, good to see you. Amazing strawberry flavor. So good. The spiciest man in the world, Chet says. I don't know about that. Kind of salty, too. Thank you for saying that. So I'll hit the like button, you guys. We'll get more people in this. Real quick, I got a couple things I want to talk about. This is delicious. It would be kind of, if you're a non-chili head, it'd be kind of warm for you. But if you put it on ice cream, if you just drink it from the bottle like I just did, it'd be pretty hot for a non-chili. But if you happen to be I don't know why I'm telling this, you can't get it. If you were to put this on ice cream, the dairy offsets a lot of the heat. So just about anybody could put it on ice cream. Sorry, you can't get it. I got an email from Jason, and it's really funny too, because I saw the name. I was like, it wasn't it's a different Jason that I hadn't been emailed. It's not Jason P. This Jason. But I got an email from Jason. And let me get it. It's on my phone. I can read it from my phone, so I'm not having to go away from the chat. All right, so let me find it. Where is it? All right, he said, dear Johnny, I saw you mention your birth watch in a video. Can you tell me a little about that? Where did you get it? I'm looking for my birth watch. I'm older than you. Kidding, Jason. I was born in 1958. All right, so that, I got my birth watch is this. I was born in 66. This is a 1966 Omega Constellation, an 18-karat gold. It's just pie pan, just crosshair. It's beautiful and gorgeous watch. It's an amazing shape. And my brother, it was a gift from my brother. My brother deals in vintage watches, sells and repairs vintage watches. And this one is mine, 58. Here's the great news. Tommy lately has been, most of the watch stuff he's been doing lately is birth watches. This is a 50s, 60s Longines, beautiful automatic. These are the watches I pretty much wear mostly. This one is a Tissot. It's gorgeous. It's got just the most beautiful dial. And then I wear this one a lot. This one is like late 50s, early 60s, Benrus Calatrava. It's a beautiful watch. But if you have, here's a cool thing. It's, what I think about, and Tom and I were just talking about it, like he has some really old ones. If you think about it, like a watch, think of the history that happened. That somebody looked like World War I and World War II. They looked, think of how many times big things were happening when it looked at, you know what I mean? It's been through so much. It's kind of incredible. Tom, good to see you. Gibson Murphy, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for being here. Love the name Gibson Murphy. Really do. I really appreciate that. Something else I was about to tell you I thought was pretty funny. Speaking of Tom Broom, I get a funny phone call. I'm a mod for Tommy, right? So I'm modding for Tommy's channel. And I get a text message from Broom through Messenger, which he doesn't normally message me on. He's like, are you free? I have a bit of an emergency. I said, yeah, man, call me. He calls me through Messenger, which he's never done. He calls my cell phone. I say, what's up? He goes, I'm trapped in an elevator. I swear it's a true story. Hi, Bob. Catald. Hi, Bob. Good to see you. Erie. That's so cool. We have Erie people in the chat right now. I'm sure he's got 68. Silver Surfer. So anyway, he goes, I'm stuck in the elevator. I said, come again? He goes, I'm in an elevator. I'm stuck. I'm coming here to see my mom, and the elevator's stuck. I can't get a phone signal, but somehow I'm able to call you through Messenger. And I said, give me a phone number to call. I'll get you out of there. So he gives me a phone number, and I call the people where his mom's at. I'm like, there's Broom right there. He's home. I'm just telling the story, Broom. So I called him. I was like, yeah, Tom's in the stuck in the elevator. Here's the funny thing. And I said to him, it's not the first time somebody's called me locked in an elevator. True story. Like that old chestnut. Forget about it. We'll get you out of here in a minute. Guys, it's 1 hot minute. We are 17 minutes away from 1 hot minute. So get something hot. We're going to eat something together. If you've never been to 1 hot minute, put a 1 in the chat so I know how many we're dealing with. 1 hot minute is a fantastic thing we do. It's impromptu. I never really televise it, so we don't know when it's going to happen. That's why it's good to be here all the time. And what happens is we're all going to eat something together. Laser Show has never been to a 1 hot minute. These are so much fun. Work with Kate Jordan, Shannon Trim. Man, you guys have no idea how much fun you're in store for. So here's what you got to do. Get something hot. It doesn't, and look at that. Silver Surfers, they designated driver. You're good for that, Tracy. Look at this. We have a bunch of ones. That's so cool. Mark Alberts hasn't done one. So here's what we're going to do. Get something hot. It can be spicy chips. It can be a pepper if you're bold. It can be tincture. It can be something saucy. I just reviewed this. This was mine. I don't do one with you guys, and you'll see why for the people that have never done one. Tell us what you got. Okay, so Laser Show has never been involved with one, and Laser Show is going to have some chavitos, mangoes, habanero fruits on hand. Well, if you got them on hand, you sound like a chili. Perfect. Serrano on deck. Perfect. Excellent. Chet. Stuck in an elevator. Shutters, nightmares every time I get one. You know, it doesn't bother me too much. I'm worried about them falling out. Listen, I had a friend who worked in the union, and he repaired elevators. And I'm working with him one day. He worked for me part-time. He's like, yeah, there's only 2 companies in America that service elevators, period. He said they're in such bad repair. All of them are really bad. They were all made in like the 40s and none of them have been fixed and had a tune-up. They're going to drop out of them. They're not. They're not. They're very, very safe, Kristen. Very safe. You have nothing to worry about. George Hamlin, it's been a minute since I did one hot minute. I'm glad you're here. Gibson Murphy, cinnamon candy, that counts. Absolutely counts, 100%. Jason Pereira, I feel like habanero. Look at that. A lot of habaneros ready. Not just one, but a lot. All right, so make sure you hit the like. We'll get this thing pushed out. We get more people in this. Gouthie doesn't know if I'll be able to do it. I have kids that need attention. That's far more important than this silliness. Please go take care of your kids, for real. That's critical. Look at this. Broom just got home with boxes from Taco Bell, 10 million tincture on a chalupa. That's what he's doing for one hot minute. Brock Baby says, Tom, you should do the alien metamorphosis sauce you made for one hot minute. You should. We are 15 minutes away. It's 14 minutes away from one hot minute. People, get your stuff. And here's what's going to happen for people that are new. You'll see, but I'm going to tell you ahead of time. You're going to eat something hot. They're going to tell us what your heat is. And there's going to be a bunch of people throwing in their scores in here. So it's going to be fun. And this is actually a good number. When there's over 100, 150 people, it makes it really challenging for my part of it. You'll see in a little bit. It's fun. It's like a horse race. Jason Pura has a tube of Terra. However, I'm not ready to take it just yet. So it's cool, Jason. No problem at all, bro. Kate, working with Kate Jordan says, I don't have a death wish tonight. I'm drinking original red Tabasco. See that? She didn't say I'm taking it. I'm drinking it. Tommy and I used to do that. We used to drink that stuff in the cabinet. No joke. If I could see you roll your eyeballs, Kristen, your eyeballs like this for thinking about the elevator. Laser Show made a Christmas video on YouTube of me getting put in a Mandalorian helmet together to show my son in Washington State. We tell each other on who can do the same Lego set faster. He's 8. He's going to beat you every time. 8? Come on. I'm sure he scorches you. Lifeboat. Thank you so much, Tommy. Hoo-hoo, the time has come. 2025, not on my watch. We're going to talk about that. You know what? All that has to happen for evil to triumph is for good men to stand around and do nothing. And my father didn't raise me that way. And for 8 years, I've had a channel with a lot of people. I've had a platform. People listen to me. I'm pretty good at talking in front of people. What have I been doing? Nothing wrong with eating peppers. I love this, but not anymore. We're going to expose some evil. That's what we're going to do. OCD Brain, good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm good. Thank you. Stay humble. Thank you so much for your super chat. You hear about the owner who fed his cat sausages? It was the worst. I got run that one by Squirrel. I'm going to take a picture of it so I don't forget it. That is an awesome one. I got people sending me jokes. Thank you so much. Stay humbled. I appreciate that so much. All right, so George Howman has bird's eye. Very, very good. Tom, you says it does taste pretty good, Brock. I bet it does. Bob, pucker butt, garlic for me. Very good. I'm glad you're here. Leanne Schofield can't stay, but want to say hello and smash the like. Thank you so much. Guys, we're 12 minutes away from one hot minute. I bet we can get 10 more people if we all hit the like button. Let's do that if you can. All right, look at this. Chili Phil's got mustard primatali on deck. Boy, he's going yard. That's not fooling around. And guys watching, that's a hot pepper. Primatali is just a wicked up. It doesn't matter what color phase it is. They're all stupid hot. Do sport peppers count? You bet, heard ya. Absolutely. No two ways about it. You know, I've had people say, I couldn't find anything hot. Do you have black pepper in your house? Go get a little bit. Pepper. It's got the word pepper. Anything counts. You're here. That's the big thing. Here we go. So Mark Albert says lemon brain and silencer tincture together. I like the sound of that.
What's up?
We're getting ready.
How long do we?
We have 11 minutes to one hot minute. Jimmy Pickles is here. Pickles, we're doing one hot minute. Get something hot. Don't make me repeat myself. Nice to see you, man. I'm glad you're here.
For the proper motivation, I would try to do a speed run on a tube.
A speed run on a tube. There
You
go.
heard me.
Kristen Melinda says, yes, my eyeballs got really wide with the fear and the despair of American elevators. Yeah.
We got tubes. We have a tube laying around, don't we? I would need proper motivation.
What's my motivation?
Well, they'd have to motivate
On
me.
the
I'm
second-
not making a speed
Just
run,
for
no.
fun. Well, Jimmy Pickles eat JP Piranha. Look at this. Peter Piper picked a pickle, and then what? I'm not sure. My cat's got a wicked good sense of humor, though. Cat and Shack, great name. Good to see you. I got the cat in the avatar. If you like cats, I love you. Just that way. Here you go. If you want to see an idea of what's coming, Lifeboat, no joke. Here it is. 2025 is going to be crazy. We're going to be the pain in some people's backside. But you know what? The temperature, the whole environment of the country is changing, and evil. It's not okay. And I'm not going to stand around and watch. I have a platform. I'm going to use it. So the cool thing is, if you don't like true crime, if you like true crime, do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see it. And we're only about 9 minutes away from 1 hot minute. So if you like true crime, if that's a thing for you, put a 1 in the chat. No, Tommy digs it. Zach D, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Life of Dennis Brace. We're doing 1 hot minute. If you just rolled in, we're doing 1 hot minute. Get something hot, please. If Tommy eats a tube, I'll become an admiral on the lifeboat. Silver, you found one? Oh my God, he's got a tube. Are you seriously gonna do it?
What?
Are you really?
Yeah, but I can't do it. I'm going to have some liquid. I'm not doing it on the rules because I'll bind up.
All right, so we got some true crime fans here. Good. So here's the deal. Imagine if you saw something, if you had something in you and you could stop, if you had a way, a platform, a voice, and people could listen and you could make a difference. I can make a difference. I know I can. And I can't be the guy that sits around and watches stuff. I've watched it for too long. So that's what's going to happen. And I'm excited about that. In fact, you guys all know Tommy. It's my brother. He's in the chat. It's the lifeboat. One of the mods can throw a link up for the lifeboat and also for Reese. We're kind of teaming up. It's going to be Tommy, myself, his girlfriend Reese, Relatable Reese. Please subscribe to her channel. We're going to put the links up. Please subscribe to him. And then Casper is going to be our editing machine. And we're going to be doing a lot. We're going to be pulling back the curtain on some brutal stuff. So look at this. WJW Willow. I'm from the true crime community. You've been in my algorithm. Just started watching. Hope you're well, and Merry Christmas to you. Hey, thank you for being here, and thank you for what you do. I'm glad you're part of the true crime community. Here's the lifeboat. If you've never subscribed to it, please do. Please do. Yes, the gestures, Gibson Murphy. We are peeling it back. I'm not kidding you. And the great thing about it is, Reese, we've got every card in the deck. There is the lifeboat. Please subscribe to that. Thank you, Sam. And here is Relatable Reese. Thank you, Christopher Belinda.
Look at that. You're calling yourself.
I'm getting a phone call right now. I thought I told you never to call me here. There's nobody there. See, I didn't take it. Seriously. I used to say that when my wife used to call me when I was at work. She'd laugh. She's like, there are people watching you, aren't there? I'm like, yeah. All right, so we're close. The mods are great. I love the mods. You guys are all wonderful. Dale Cox, good to see you. Just got out of the hospital yesterday. I'm glad you're out of the hospital. I'm sorry you were in. That is a drag. Yeah, please subscribe to Reese. If you guys don't know about, we have 7 minutes, you guys. If you guys don't know about Sophie Loren, it does kind of look like it, doesn't it? The Royal Order of Jesters. You guys see the Shriners, wearing little hats. They do a lot of great things. There's a lot of nefarious activity.
No question.
And I mean, the Masons, you name it. But the Royal Order of Jesters is essentially a century-old sex cult. And tax-free. There's a bunch of just evil stuff going on, and right in front of people's faces with people like elected officials. And so we have every evidence you wouldn't believe, every card in the deck, and we're going to do something.
Yeah.
Are you going to actually do it? Are you really going to do that?
I'm really thinking about it. First of all, if you had a super chat, I'm not hurting myself for no apparent reason. Was there a super chat? Did somebody put something up that said, I want to see Tommy bleed? Because that's what happens, people. This is horrible. I've done one of these.
It's a mistake. I would urge you not to do that. Do you have a show tonight? You have a show tonight?
Yeah, but I don't want to. I want to be captain.
I've been watching Johnny, just multitasking, making dinner. Thank you, Lawn Dog. No, I have not tried it yet, Sam. I have not, but thank you. I absolutely will. I promise. I'm excited about it. I was just hoping to do it today, but I've been crazy busy.
Ooh.
Tommy's bolting out of town in a day or so, and I've been running around with him today. Bucket ball. Thank you for being here.
You know
All right,
what?
so
I
Gaffney's
love
doing a
that
Caribbean habanero again, but this one's big this time. I want to see Tommy comfortable.
Oh, there's no hope for that then.
You're okay.
Did they say
Do you
uncomfortable or
have,
comfortable?
comfortable? Do you have food in your bed?
Yeah, I ate.
The shut there.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Uh-oh.
Chris and Melinda, blood money.
Not a girl.
Thank you, Kristen.
You know what?
By the way, I'm not giving them that. I'm keeping it.
Honestly, I haven't done this in a really long time. I have not tried to do a speed run. When's the last time? The last time
I promise you I will.
The last time I did a speed run, I broke the world record. Did I not? Now I'm going to tell you right now, there's no chance on God's green earth I'm getting this done in this time I did last time. I'm going to be lucky to get this done in a couple of minutes, but I'm going to do it as fast as I can.
Diz,
the longer you do it, the more it hurts.
Thank you, Kristen. Diz, good to see you. All right, guys, for those who just rolled in, listen, we are very close. We're only 5 minutes away from 1 hot minute. Get something hot. In 5 minutes, we're all going to eat something hot. You're going to tell me what you're eating. And as soon as you've eaten it, what you're going to do is you're going to type in your heat, and you're going to see some crazy stuff happen. Cramps and whatnot. Plenty of whatnot.
You could prime the pump and put down a 10 for me. I haven't done one of these in a while.
Are you really going to eat the whole
I'm
thing?
going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it as fast as I can. I'm going to do it as fast as I can. I am. And you know the crazy thing? I would rather do that too than eat another one of these salty things. Oh, they're awful, man. I'm sorry, they really are.
Gave Reese one. She chewed it up and he went. Her eyes watered a little bit, but she was fine. It was disturbing. It was disturbing.
That's frustrating. How much time we got?
We are down to 4 minutes.
Okay, good, because it's making me feel like, you know, your stomach starts to do that bubble gut thing. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom before I do this.
Heard you says. You gotta hurry up. Heard you says. I remember when you always said you didn't do hot.
I
Do
don't.
you enjoy it now?
No, I hate it. No, I do this because my brother really goes out of his way.
No, but here's that. Are you gonna ride me like secretariat later and say I pushed you to this?
No,
this was all your idea.
No, this
is gonna hurt you horribly.
Do you know why I'm doing this though?
Why?
Because when did I burn myself in 2024?
With the orange medallion that was 10 million, we were on the floor rolling around.
I forgot that. There was one back. Oh,
this is gonna do the thing.
And the no, that was last year. That was the previous year.
Nothing good. 2.5 minutes. Go do your thing. He said he's gonna eat the whole thing. It's a bad idea. It really is. I mean, I haven't done one. Look at my tolerance is low right now. I wouldn't do a whole one. I wouldn't. I won't. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna. Narfman, how many of these peanuts should I eat for 1 hot minute? It's up to you, man. You know, just nibble them, and if it gets bad, kind of back it off. Lisa Canty, I only have pickled jalapenos. They count. Listen, you're good. You're good. Sam says ideal toppings for pizza, thin or thick crust. Yeah, I bet, because it's got good consistency to it. You're talking about your sauce, right? All right, guys, we're about 1.5 minutes away or so. We've got 71 people here. It's going to be a busy one here. I hope everybody's taking advantage of this. If you've never, we still have a few more minutes. If you are, I know a lot of people haven't done one, but if you're doing one for the first time and you're doing it tonight, put a 1 in the chat real quick. We have a few minutes of time. Irish Craft Beer Guy, Alan Mead, thank you so much. Hot, hot, hot. Thank you for your super chat. Appreciate that. Irish Craft Beer Guy. I've ever had it. Look at this. Shannon Trim's doing it for the first time. So is Gibson Murphy. Oh, this is going to be fun. Hit the like button, says Kate Jordan, please. And Laser Show is going to be all my chavitos. All right, guys, we are 1.5 minutes away. What time is it here? Let me look at I go by this because I link with the computer. I like it thicker in general because it's better for thicker is always better, I think. That said, I like, thin sauce. All right, so we're now about 45 seconds away from several folks. Get out of here, Broom. You've done this before. Broom. Broom has pulled over on the side of the road for one. The last 1 hot minute, he was driving somewhere, pulled over on the side of the road to do it. I swear it's a true story. All right, guys, we are about 30 seconds away from 1 hot minute, people. This is great. Cindy is doing 1 hot minute. Cindy, you guys, whoops. For hot stuff to fish. Slid my fingers in a car door over fish. Cindy is the beautiful, wonderful other half of Tom Broom, and she is doing her first. This is legendary. This is a big deal because we've been doing this for a long time. She's never done one. All right, you guys, we still have 10 seconds. Here we go, you guys. Ready? We're getting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 hot minute. Eat it up. Here we go. It's a mistake, man. I can't. It's a mistake.
Hope you saw it.
All right, here we go. This is going to be bad. Look to see a 10. You put too much in your mouth at once. You got to. Oh, man. Irish craft beer guy is eating a Carolina Reaper. That's going hard to the paint. It really is. George Hodgman. Exactly. It's a bad idea. It's going to hurt. Dale Cox is already a 4. He was in the hospital yesterday. He's at a 4 today. That's Dale Cox for you people. He really did. You want to drink some?
Yeah.
Stupid thing to do. I told him not to. I wouldn't do that right now. And I have one. I have several here. All right. So Keith Kimmings at a 9. All right. So Kate, working with Kate Jordan, is rolling in at a 2. Galthy is already at a 2. Dale Cox rolling up from a 4 to a 6. We got Laser Show is at a 4. Dean, my man Dean, is at a 0.5, but it takes flame and molten rock to get his needle to move. Howdy from New Zealand. Good to see you, Dr. Buds. Okay, so Mike Chili Eskimo Stoltz is hanging out of 1 with green chili, Grinch green chili hot sauce. Megan McKamey is at a 4 and looking good doing it. All right, so we got George Heilman at a 2. I told you it was a bad idea. I told you it was a bad idea. I said it.
Good.
Mark Albert, seriously done?
I'm at 10. Not even close.
He's at a 10. You're going to chunder, dude. Albert's is at a 4. Dennis Brace, it's in my throat. That should be on a shirt. Please, people. Wow. New bottle of Fear of This on a spoon. I be burning. 7. Sweet. Jason P at a 4. Narfman slow build with a 3. Caddyshack. Habanero with a 1. Do you hear that? The garbage is there, dude. Don't barf behind me. I love that sound. I'm sorry. I do. Lost where we were. You got a puke? Tom's out of 5. Lisa Candy's out of 5. Laser Show's out of 4. Climbing with each chew. Keith Kimmings out of 8. Tommy's going to chunder. Get the garbage, dude. 0.1 for Sam. Again, scary tolerance with only a banana pepper. Gibson Murphy's at a 4.5. That was all him. It was all him. Elijah Hot Pepper at a 2. Ethan Bebish. Ethan. Oh, you hear that? Are you guys hearing that? Oh my gosh. It's gold. You can't buy stuff like that. All right. So Lumpy the Moles at a 2 with Maddie's. Oh, it's great. Maddie's Scorpion Nuggets. They're delicious, man. I'm glad you're enjoying those. Lips are feeling it for Laser Show. Dale Cox at an 8. Again, hospital yesterday, 8 today. Rowdy. You'll be getting the lifeboat cap cramp edition. Probably not. He just evacuated. I heard it. Did you guys hear it? Did anybody in the chat hear it? George Highland peaked at a 2. How long to the milk? He's in the kitchen drinking as we speak. But I think, yeah, he's in the I can see him from here. I can't believe he did that. That was gutsy. I can't believe he did that. Hopefully he got up. He did eat. We went out and ate. Can't believe that. So I think looks like Dale Cox is at the highest with an 8. I can't believe he did that. Shannon Trim in her very first. Her mouth is on fire. And Mark Alberts. There's Brother Love. Indeed. Adam, he went full LIB. Did you guys hear him? First of all, his dry heaves are amazing, but I could hear him from here, and that was crazy. Kristen Milletta says, I didn't see that going well. Here comes Tommy. Oh, Dale Cox, one more war. Get over here. One more warthog. Come on, get back here. They want to see it. It's almost bad for the blood money. No more tongue for Gibson Murphy. Oh my gosh. Work with Kate Jordan in her first. Lips are quite tingling. It's a good thing. I didn't do it. Yeah, Tom Broom. It wasn't Tom's fault, dude. That was my fault. No, it's not my fault. Just because we make them. Look at just because it's got my picture on the tube. That's his fault. I told him not to. Y'all saw me, right? I said it's probably not a good idea. Galthy's at a 4 still. It's been a while with this kind of pepper. 7 for Narfman. Kingman at a 6. We still got it. Look at this laser. Wow. Laser, no relief for 5 minutes. Yeah, no relief. like the heck with that.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, chunker. It goes off when you're bombing.
Diz Reaper down under with a 4. No problem, James Collins Carriage. You just missed something hilarious. Tommy ate the entire tube, and then Keith Kingman could hear it. He chundered, man. He almost gaffed right here, held it in. Are you gonna do it again? Listen up. Heard quite a bit. George Hyman can hear it. You know what I learned with hot sauce is just take it. Don't drink anything, Dennis Spray says. Oh, my God, that was great. Dale Cox at 8-5 with all those warthogs. Yeah, you missed a one-on. It's okay, man. Hiccups for Gouthy. Oh, Tommy. Yeah, Jason. Tommy ate a whole tube. I warned him, just like Lynn says. I warned him, said, don't do it. He did it anyway. Letting the bird ride for 5 minutes, no relief. It was a bad idea. I told him it was not a good idea. He was at a 10. All right, Irish craft beer guy. Feel like I'm hitting a 10, but not yet. Couldn't get there. Yeah, whole tube of terror 2.0, not the 1.0, the 2.0. I can't believe he did that. He's got it. Well, if he got it all up, he'll be okay. It sounded like it all came up. Reaper is the devil, indeed. There are a lot of devilish pods out there. Oh, Gouthy's got a little ear burn. That's awesome. Narpin's going to peak at 7. He's all right, George. And if he's not, listen, he chose this. He walked down that path. I didn't ask him to do that. Keith, Dale Cox went from 8.5 to a 1 like that because of an endorphin rush. He just ate 5 or 6 warthogs, highest pepper in the world, my belief. And that endorphin rush. That's so beautiful. James Collins cares. Tommy ate an entire tube of terror 2.0. We didn't talk about it ahead of time. It was a bad idea. Look at that. Nobody made him. Kristen, thank you, girl. She's got my back. I just encouraged. She did. She threw out some blood money. He's not even getting that blood money. Down to a 1, George Heilman. The flavor's beautiful and no beverage. I never drink. I really don't. Tommy, do you like Sir Stroming better than hot stuff? He's still in the bathroom. He's supposed to go live. Oh, he's got an hour or so. He'll be all right. I'd rather slam my fingers in a car door than do Sir Stroming. All right, so Chili Phil's coming down. Remember, he did the mustard primatale, which is a scary pepper. Gouthy's back to it too. Dizzy, listen, if I put a pew-pew to his head and said, eat this tube of terror, then he'd be poor Tommy. He did this. I did not encourage him. I don't know where this came from. Because if he was going to do something like this, today would have been eat a little bit more maybe when we ate. You know what I mean? I will repay this. James Collins cares. Analog Ventures, proud of you, dude. Added some to bomb since Tommy went off the deep end. Solidarity, 6. He's in the bathroom still. I'm not. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Irish craft beer guy says, I'll need it. How do I get a tube in Ireland? Don't go to Amazon. You can go to johnnyscoville.com and there's sign. If somebody wants to put a link up to my channel, my website, it's not glorious looking. Trust me, it's a landing site just to buy stuff. But Tubes of Terror 1.0 and 2.0 are signed right now by me. It may not matter, but poor Tommy. I can't control the shipping. I'm sorry about that, but I can't believe I can't believe he did that. You know, wow. Noah Double Doom rebooted as 6. Kate needs to remember to stock up on Bluebell homemade vanilla if I'm going to keep hanging with you guys. It's a slippery slope. Before you know it, you'll be jumping out of planes eating peppers. Kate, seriously. Shelton, Johnny has a new half man, half dog companion. Barf! Totally. And Dale just ate a bunch of warthogs, and because of that endorphin rush, the burn is gone. A lot of people tell you that's impossible. He ate a pepper that would send most people to a hospital. He ate a bunch of them, and he has no pain because his body, he unlocked this amazing pharmacy in his chest, and he's feeling no pain right now. And Gibson Murphy is burping your dinner. You know what? You fit right in here. I'm serious. This is some good people here. All right, see, Broom says, see, now he has to blame you. Me? I didn't do it. I didn't force him. He can't blame me for this one. He's starting to get better. I'll just throw your name out once in a while. I told him about you getting locked in the elevator today, trying to work you in and soften it up. Things like this are good because it moves the needle away from you and more on me. So, Chris Melinda's mouth is still hot from the crushed red pepper on the pizza from plus 1 tube of terror. No speed running in my future for another year or so. I get it. Keith Kingman out of 5. Let's see. Having a third helping back up to a number 2 just for fun. Tommy, all right? He's still in the bathroom. Silver Surfer, bro, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm an admiral on the lifeboat. A man of my word. Love you, Tommy. I think he's probably got the thing in the bathroom with him. He's not feeling good. He's making terrible noises in there. 1 minute to relief, Laser Show says. Tommy chugged that. He got it down quick, too. And that was I think, listen, those were sent to us straight from Blazing Foods. And they're really full. Jason, please check out my brother's channel, The Lifeboat. He's funny. He's a champion for victims. He's a true crime machine and a sobriety. He would throw himself in front of a bus for a stranger to help them get sober. So if you've got an issue, also join me Sunday for Sober Sunday. I've had so many people email debating whether to do 2 a week instead of just 1. Oh no, you missed the craziest 1 hot minute. Listen to this, Noah. Tommy ate an entire tube of terror 2.0. I swear to you, he did. And then barfed it up. People could hear it. That was beautiful. Probably get demonetized, but it was worth it. It was fun. Lazy Show's tongue is still tingling, and Broom is now lingering at a 2. But please understand that Broom's 2 is somebody else's 37. He's a broken man. He is. I'm just being honest. All right, so with the Carolina Reaper, Irish craft beer guy is down to back to a 3-ish or so. By the way, extra spicy aids weight loss. I can't overeat if it's a certain level of spice, right? We call them diet corn nuts. You eat 10, you stop. Unless you're Tommy, then you eat the whole tube. And, of course, he refunded. It was a reversal of fortune. They weren't in him too long. You all heard it. All right, so Dale Cox is now sitting there looking at almost 30 warthogs that are staring at me. Got to eat a few more. Wow. Now, here's the deal. He just went from 8.5 to nothing because he got an endorphin rush. If he eats more, he's going to go right back into the pain again. Now, the endorphin rush will offset it a little bit. He won't hurt as much as somebody else would because he's having a little bit of assistance from that, but he's not going to get another endorphin rush. No, it doesn't work like that. I've tried. Oh, no. Gibbs and Murphy could hear it. Oh, no. Lynn is eating yogurt. Oh, my God. I still have the world record. I don't know if you do, Tommy. You didn't keep that down. You kept that down for like 30 seconds. Now the Relief Laser Show. Tonic water. Interesting. Water's good. It kind of moves the stuff around. JohnnyScoble.com. There is my website. So if you go there, you can get tubes of terror and tubes of terror. There's actually coffee mugs. There's a whole bunch shirts, a whole bunch. I never push it because I don't want to be the guy that's always flogging his merch. But please go look at my merch. I never do. You guys know that. How many times have you ever heard me talk about that? I don't ever do it. However, please go do it. Yeah, it was bad. Tommy, you got a bunch of people rooting for you. Are you okay? Dude, I wouldn't even attempt more than 3 peanuts at a time yet. You'll get there, Chris and Melinda. I promise you. I blame Chris and Melinda, says Tommy. If you must. I love that. Okay, quick teaspoon of SSB smoked Reaper sauce. Oh, what is that? The strawberry? What is that from? I know that sauce, but I can't remember who it's from. Blake Music. Tried some crack balls on Christmas. They're extremely good. Way hotter than Flaming Hot. Kind of crazy hot for not being a challenge. Yeah, they're some good cheese balls over there. Shannon Trim says, I can't hang with y'all. I had a drink of water, 30 seconds. That's okay. You're here. Still counts. No rules here. No, there really aren't any rules. Hot Sauce Junkie 10. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for being here. We've had a fun evening. Tommy went rogue. I don't know what his deal was. Chris and Melinda loves the jalapeno crack chips. Oh, yeah, they are good. Aren't they great? Trying to ration. That's a hard thing to do. Once you start, kind of put him away in a hurry. I think Tommy needs a Haagen-Dazs bar. He needs something. Are you still in the bathroom? He's still in the bathroom. Tommy did 2 challenges at the same time, a tuba terror and the milk challenge. Same result. Ha! That's exactly what he did. And Dale Cox hasn't had anything to drink yet. I'm the same. I never drink. I really don't. Fire and sauce in the fridge. And George Heilman just saw it. Gonna eat that tonight. Need to finish it all. Do it. We love the lifeboat. We do. Absolutely, Lisa. John Van. Good to see you. Had a zing and purple peach. Super hot. Those are great peppers. These pods aren't hard. Get some warthogs, man. They are crazy. I had a 7-pop bubblegum pepper from Doug, Canada, from Earl's Ghost Hot. Lit me up. I love bubblegum peppers, dude. They're so much fun to look at. A bubblegum pepper is a pepper where the color of the pepper bleeds into the stem, and the stem of the pepper changes into the color of the pod. The calyx, this little flowery part, looks like a collar on the base of the stem, turns the same color as the pepper. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Are you all right, dude?
Mm-hmm.
You look too happy. That was all on you, man.
I blame no one.
Chili fills down to 0 now. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Scoville. Good morning, people. Roland Arthur, good to see you. Missed the fun. I see. Tommy just ate an entire tube of Terra 2.0.
I almost ate an entire tube.
Oh, you didn't get it down?
No, I mean, I was almost to the last of the mouthful before it chundered back up.
It got the best of them.
My lips are still dying.
Oh, it's hilarious.
My lips are just miserable. And then I drank too much milk and chundered all that up. It was like I did my 2 best chunders.
That's what Brock said. You did both 2 challenges in one. The 2 Terra and the milk, same result. Gibson Murphy, dude. Gibson Murphy finished candy 3 minutes ago, enjoying readings everyone's experience. I want a warthog says laser show. I do too. Ragnar's here. Good to see you, Ragnar. You know, sometimes do you ever notice you see people by other people saying hello to them?
Right.
I do that all the time because it flies by so fast.
If you've not tried the Tube of Terror 2.0, may I recommend it? I mean, honestly, you talk about a bang for your buck. Huh? That's your money's worth right there, people.
Thank you, Tracy.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, do you think it all came out?
Oh, yeah.
Did the burger? Do you see it in the burger?
No, I don't look at salad burger.
Sorry, people. I know it's rough.
Yeah. I saw a lot of capsaicin, though. Good night, everybody.
And that is why he only does 1 show a night, people. Unfortunately, he has to do another one. He's going to be on a little bit. All right, guys. So listen, we are going to be moving. I'm going to be doing that was really fun, wasn't it? That was a great 1 minute. I'm going to be moving and doing some a true crime segment. So I wanted to kind of run this by you guys. There are a lot of true crime fans in the chat. I asked earlier, there's a lot of true crime fans in the chat. What do you think is I'm an interrogation nut because it's psychology. It's a peer into the mind of people. And I know a lot of people in the chat probably are as well. What is your favorite, most memorable? Do you have interrogation? I'll tell you a few that stand out for me. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let me know if you've seen these. Put a 1 in the chat because these are some of the most stellar, just on the edge of your seat. I mean, honest to God, one of them is better than a movie. First one is Russell Williams. Have you guys seen the case of Russell Williams? He was a very, very high-ranking Canadian military and essentially a serial killer. But if you've seen it, put a 1 in there. You don't look like you're going to be okay. That was a mistake. Bizzle has seen it. That is one of the most Keith Kingman has seen it. It's one of the most, to me, one of the most amazing. I've seen it 2 or 3 times. I mean, it's really just a great one. Another one, the penny sniffer guy. Yeah, exactly. Bizzle. Boy, if you haven't seen that, you got to go see it. The other one, another great one was Sarah Boone. Sarah Boone was a great one because she didn't, like, if you've watched it, she made a snuff film, basically. What do you call it? They should call her Sarah Snuff Film Boone. She did a video, shoved the dude in a suitcase, zipped it up, and videotaped him expiring, but didn't remember it. In the interrogation, they're like, "Oh yeah, they have a laptop. Oh, do you remember the video?" And she's like, And it's just that, pardon me, moment. And it's just, as far as interrogations, it's a crazy one. Richard Allen, yeah, that's a great one. Listen, here's the great thing. You know where? Do you guys know where all these channels? Do you know where they get those from? Do you guys know where they get this from? There's the Freedom of Information Act. You can get them. Anybody can get them. They just happen to get them and format them in a way that we go, oh wow, look at that. But that's where they get them from. A lot of them are really fantastic. Charles Manson's an interesting guy, Tracy. What I find, here's a problem with Kuklinski is a liar. He was most of his stuff was, he was just flapping his. He loved the attention. So most of his stuff was nonsense. Come back to you in just a second, ladies and show. But Manson, to me, the Manson interviews were like, who was it? Geraldo went and interviewed a bunch of people. Like Ronald Reagan Jr. went and interviewed. A bunch of people went into San Quentin or whatever and interviewed them. And fascinating. I think he got a raw deal. Hate me if you want. I mean, he was a bad guy, but if he got brought up on the same thing today, he wouldn't have been thrown in jail forever, throw away the kid. It wouldn't have happened. It was a tough deal he got. Laser Show. And I've done the deep dive. He's a bad person. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. Laser Show. I lived in Seattle where the Green River Killer was dropping bodies in Seattle. Terry Ridgway. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Here's the crazy thing. There's endless. Every single day, new ones pop up. And they're amazing. Bundy, intriguing. Yep. Right now, there is some going on right now, like the brothers down in Florida. That's a fascinating one. And you have to think there's some sort of connection. Using the exact same drugs, very similar MO, very same time period. I remember when I was a gangster, a villain, I knew other villains. I was a criminal. I knew criminals. You know what I mean? So more than likely, he and Diddy crossed paths. I don't know. Gary has a good interview. Here's the fascinating thing is I saw one recently today. Do you remember there's a girl in Vermont who was killed by was a biker, like a very accomplished cyclist, and she was killed. And that was a fascinating. I'd heard about it, obviously. I used to live in Vermont, so it was kind of fascinating to me. Today I watched them show up at the scene when it happened. It was pretty interesting. You all right?
I'm burned.
Yeah.
Burned pretty good.
Is it coming back on you? Are you cramping at all?
Well, I hurled again. So I think
Did you really?
Yeah, I think I may have gotten it all out. I'm feeling pretty good about myself now.
Yep. Thank you, Chris Malone. Did you hear that? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Don't mess with cats. That was a crazy one. I was talking to Tommy about that today. You guys know that? Off the dude on video. It was a crazy scene. And the way they caught him, it was really caught from the viewers from the website 4chan. Made a bunch of videos, and he did some awful things to cats. I'm a cat person like that. Anyway, they said, oh no. And by looking at different patterns of carpets, they were able to figure out it was him, and that's kind of how they got him. It's pretty amazing. I'm not sure which one. It's passing by so fast. It's kind of crazy. Laser Show couldn't finish the Dahmer. Netflix. Yeah, you know what though? I'm not a big fan of shows like that where because it's sensationalist. It's not true to how things happen. I mean, it's really for a show, and they'll play up certain things and play down certain things. So to me, the greatest is just seeing a person in the box. I've been there. Let me tell you something. Want to hear a funny story? They just don't talk. I don't care if it's a speeding ticket. I like to speak to my lawyer. You want to hear a funny story? When I did an interview, I was in Super Odds, right? That show that was on Netflix and Disney. I sat down, not Netflix, excuse me, Hulu and Disney. There was one part where they did an interview with me 2 different times. One of them was like 4 hours in a chair, and I had a camera here, a camera here, and a camera here. And I sat down with them. They had the camera. Say, "You ready? Here we go." And when they started, the first question, I said, "I want my lawyer." I said, "I'm sorry, it's a bad habit. I can't get over that people talk." That's the part that I just don't. And the craziest thing, if you watch enough true crime, you're going to see interrogations of police officers Now, if there's anybody on the planet who ought to know, keep your pie hole shut, right? Wouldn't it be a cop? I think it's arrogance. I think that's probably what makes them. They think they can outdo. You know, they think they know the system. They know it, but to me, it's mind-boggling. It blows me away. Don't you worry about it, Jennifer Matthews. I'm not even sure what you're apologizing for, but don't you sweat it. I miss a lot of people's comments. I apologize about that. Unsolved mysteries. I throw that dude's voice on when I can't sleep at night. It just knocks me out. It's like a sedative. What a voice, huh? You know, it's interesting that I'm not even going there, Jeremy Shelton. But you know, there are supposedly a whole slew of active, uncaught serial killers. And they say that, I remember reading some stat that if you're 40 years old, and I read this, I was older than that, and you live in any major city, you got like a 1 in 5 chances that you've crossed paths with the serial killer. The cat's in right now. She waits to come in and do this while I'm working. 10 times talk, but ice cream 7-pot, you're going to love those. They're hot. So thanks, Squirrel. So it turns out it's not even a cat box. It's a cat toilet. It's so next level. It's not even funny. It's amazing how well it works. I cannot believe it. You just don't talk. I mean, here's the thing. Don't talk. It's simple. Don't talk. Period. Ever. You know, and I'm a law-abiding guy right now. You have to understand that. I don't break the laws. I don't fracture laws anymore. I'm a good guy now. And there was a time where in the course of a 24-hour day, I would break the law 25 times. And I mean bad ones. I'm not even kidding you, but I'm not like that anymore. But I think that kind of gives me a different perspective on stuff. I'll see stuff. I'll go, oh. I'll see stuff like, especially in interrogations. I'll watch interrogations. I'll know what they're doing while they're doing it. Like they start going down a road and they realize that's stop. Like they're backing up and they got to find a different road. And you can just see it going on. So I think that kind of gives me an interesting angle to it all. SG, good to see you. Michelle loves true crime so much, got me thinking she may be plotting. Listen, I've thought that before. My ex-wife punched me in the face once. Broke my glasses while I was driving a car. Who does that? She was 100 pounds. And she didn't punch me and go, holy crap, I just hit my man in the face. She punched me and goes, what? It leans in I'm driving. I didn't realize that she had hit me. And she goes, what? What are you going to do? It's crazy. I thought she was going to hit me in my sleep with something like a bat or something. I remember getting an argument one night. She went to bed. I didn't go to bed. When I went to bed, I went around to her side of bed to see what was on her side that she could hit me with. I swear to God, it's the truth. I moved out 2 days later. That's also the truth. Bizzle, email the cat box people and say yours broke. You need another one sent to me. It's so good. If it was any bigger, I'd get in that thing myself. You have no idea how good this thing works. I'm not joking. You got to check this out. This is the cool thing about it. I'm not on my phone. I've got an app, and you click on it. It tells you what time your cat went in the box. It tells you how long she's been in, what she did. And then 5 minutes after she leaves, in just a few minutes, you're going to hear that thing go. It goes. Zzz. Now, here's the problem. When we first got it, you know what happened? She'd play with it. So she'd go in, just kind of toy around. She'd get out 5 minutes and move. She'd get in it. She'd get out 5 minutes later. And so for the first day, that thing was just constantly moving. Then she kind of figured it out. She said, oh, I get it now. The thing's amazing. I would never, listen, the company was very, very kind and sent me one. I have to make a video about it, which I will because it's amazing. But I will tell you this, swear to you it's worth it. I know it's easy to say because I didn't, stroke a check for it. But honest to God, if you like cats, if your cats are important to you, like I want it to be pristine I want it to be brand new every single, like I swear to you, every single time she steps in it, it's like it's brand new every single time. And I never touch it. The thing even tells you, like, hey, dude, it's time to empty the bottom. And when you empty it, you just go like this with a drawstring. And then you put a new one down. I'm not joking. It's amazing. buys 3D printer, makes human-sized cat box for Johnny. It's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Battle Shape, my significant other falls asleep every night listening to YouTubers reading extreme, gruesome crime stories. Should I worry? I'd let him fall asleep first, or her. I'm not sure what your significant other is. Let them fall asleep first, and you should be fine. I'm kidding. You'll be fine. You're right.
Mm-hmm. No problem. Right as rain.
How's your stomach?
Huh?
Did you get a endorphin rush at least?
Yeah, but from vomiting, which is not as much fun as getting an endorphin rush from heat. Yeah.
No, it said I think there's a lot more women that are abusers than stats show. You know, I've been punched at least 3 or 4 times by women.
The hardest shot to the face in the last 2 decades came from a woman.
Well, you guys, let me tell you something. Just the other day, I'm with Tommy. I told the story, but it's worth telling if you weren't in the chat because this is hilarious. We're in, was it CVS or Walgreens?
Walgreens.
We're in Walgreens. Wait, he had to get, we were getting some like detergent for Spence. He needed some detergent. So we're in that, like, it's close to his apartment. So we stopped there. Cat things. So we're standing there and he's got the stuff and I'm standing there. There's two, the counter goes here, the register's here. So he's walking by this woman. There's a woman here and the guy that she's with reaches underneath and grabs a handful of her butt. But the way she looks and there's Tommy and she thought it was him. She immediately, her elbow was in Oklahoma. It looked like an action figure. Her hips moved. She went, belted him. His shoulder went up like this. It hit his shoulder, glanced off his shoulder, and got him in the dome. And he immediately said, honey, that was me. The guy didn't care about Tommy. He was just worried about the woman. He goes, it was me, honey. And so she turns and grabs Tommy and goes, I'm so sorry. Tommy looks over through him behind the guy. Mind me, there's like 5 or 6 people and nobody has said a word. They're like, holy crap, she just hit him in the face. And he didn't like the wrong guy. Tommy looks up and goes, call the police. She goes, are you serious? He goes, no, I'm not serious, but geez, hon, you gonna sway me like that? Oh, it was funny though. I couldn't believe it.
3-piecer. I'm kidding.
I can't believe it. What? It was wicked funny. No, we should get the videotape of that. Oh my God, if we get a videotape of that. Yeah, William Shatner, James Tiberius Kirk. Hear the cat toilet? Amazing. But that was the funniest thing. Belted him. If he didn't put his shoulder up, she would have got him. She swung hard at him. I'm not even joking. So right as we're walking out, the phone rings and it's Quibs. And she goes, what are you doing? He goes, I just got slapped for grabbing a girl's butt. She goes, yeah, right. She keeps talking. He goes, no, really. So he tells her the story, but Battle Shape. Are you and Tommy twins? I'm sure you've answered that at least 500 times. We are not twins. But there have been times in our life where you would have thought we were. Like right here. Here's a good picture where we look like we're twins. This is Tommy and I back, I don't know what year it was. A long time ago. You guys know which one's which? Put a 1. If you tell me, like Tommy on the left or Tommy on the right. Let me know what you think. Which one's which? But that's Tommy and I when we were kids. That was taken on a beach in Bermuda, actually. I love black cats. So I just love cats. Every cat I see, I love. They're cats. They make life better. Ragnar says Tommy on the left. George Holland says Tommy on the left. Yep, Tommy on the left.
I'm trying to hit a subscriber goal.
And there is modern day Tommy on the left.
I'm trying to hit a subscriber goal.
How close are you?
For the year.
How do you need? All right, so listen, we got a thing. We need a little bit of help right now. We can do this. We have 3 days?
3 days.
Tommy's has a subscriber goal. He's trying to get at. I think we can all help him. I'm sure he can get there.
By the first week.
We only need, let me see it again. So, but we have 3 days, right? We only need 72,135 new subscribers. So there's that.
From our silver play button. So please hit subscribe and tell 70 of your friends to
It's a wrap. Don't even worry about it.
Have it to you by Tuesday.
Forget about it. Heard you. I like all animals. I've had dogs. When I started the channel, I had a dog named Boss, Australian cattle dog. It was amazing. Nice work, squirrel. Last night, Squirrel was on one. You can't even imagine. There's Tommy's channel. Please check that out. I love dogs. Dogs are great. I love all animals. Animals make life better. You know what I mean? They really do. Gibson Murphy, see that? 72,000 miracles can happen. You know what? It just, I never even, look at that. You got to, look at that. We got people that are subscribing right now. Thank you, Dean. Dean is one of the most frightening men you'll ever meet at a chili contest. If you ever see him and you're getting ready to sign up, go ahead and still sign up. I'm not saying not to, but that is just a savage. Listen, here's the deal. I could watch like cat videos all day long. I love them. I love cats. I love animals. I really do. I just hit my goal of 200 subs for New Year's. That's awesome. And my channel is 3 years old and subs doubled in the last 35 days. Put your link in. We'll see if we can get some more right now. James Collin cares. I'd love to see if we can help you get a few. I'm only going to be on for a few more minutes. Hello, Arwa. Arwa has joined the chat. The best bard ever. You know, I'm fooling. There's a wicked good bard right there. She said, my favorite Italian. You say that to all the Italians. I'm only half Italian. My good half. Subscribe. Get on that boat. So where's... what's this? Jason Poor says, did you get a new kitty a few weeks back? She's not ready to leave mommy yet. She has a bit of a health issue. So, but I already want that one. I don't want a different one. So I'm debating whether or not I'm going to actually pay for a procedure. But I'm going to show you a picture of this little kitty, and she is, honest to God, she is just the cutest cat you'll ever see in your life. That is her. She's a little baby girl Maine Coon. And she's adorable. She is. Squirrel doesn't like her. There's another good picture of her. She looks big, but she's not. She's a little kitten, but she's still not ready to leave her mom yet. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I got to figure it out. So we'll see. Yeah, she's a cutie. So I'll probably do it because I'm a sucker. Let me tell you a funny story. I was with Tom. I maybe told the story. I'm going to tell the story, then I'm going to end it. But Tom and I were coming back. We were back home. We were kids. He was like, I kid you not, he might have been 16 or 17. He was a kid. I was in college. I was like a freshman. He may have been, he was probably 16. We were driving back from college and we saw something flopping around the road, flipping up and down. I thought it was it looked like a scarf or something. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was paper blown around. It was a cat. It had been hit. It was a curvy road. So the car in front of us must have hit it and it was injured. And we pulled over. It was making the worst noises you ever heard. God, it was awful. We had to wrap it with towel and we drove to the only vet in our town, a little small town. And, the vet comes out and says, knew us. We said, it's not our cat. They said, what do you want to do? We fix it, help it. It had his jaw crushed. And he said he could put a steel plate in his jaw, like with the surgery. He said he thought he could do it. But he goes, I don't remember if it was $1,000 or $1,500, but this is like a million years ago where that was a pile of money. For someone working, it was a boatload of money for a kid. And it had no collar, so we didn't know whose it was, but it was a good looking cat. It wasn't feral. It was, so Tommy said, do it. He goes, who's going to pay for it? He goes, I'll pay for it. So me and Tommy paid for that cat. Never saw it again, but we paid for the surgery. Took a little while. We didn't have the money, so we went back and gave installments. But I love cats, man. I just love animals. Mrs. G, it's so good to see you. Thank you all for being here. I love you guys. I really do. It's going to be a 2025. Listen, remember, all that needs to exist for triumph, for evil to triumph, is for good men to do nothing. I'm not going to do nothing anymore. There are going to be people. There've already people that say you shouldn't do that. You're going to kill your channel. I've already influenced a lot of people eating peppers. You know, it's time to influence people in saying not anymore. So that's what's going to happen in 2025. Disrupt some nasty people doing some nasty things. My dad didn't raise Tommy and I to stand around and do nothing. You know, if we didn't have channels, I would think I need to do something. But considering we have a channel and there's some people here that care, the good news is there's a ton of people here that like true crime. What you ought to love, we ought to love, is trying to stop people from abusing others. And that's what we're going to do. So 2025 is going to be great. I promise you guys. Subscribe to Tommy's channel. Subscribe to Reese's channel. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button to this one, I thank you for doing that. Wasn't that a fun one hot minute tonight? What a stupid, ridiculous thing he did. You know what I mean? Why did he do that? I could go back and watch that. I didn't really see it because I'm, Anyway, I love you guys. You're all wonderful. Be kind. Tell someone you love them. We'll do this again tomorrow. I'm Johnny Scoville, and by the way, thank you to everybody who gave super chats, all my wrenches, and all of you who could have done something else tonight. You hung out with me. Thank you. And Chris and Melinda, thank you for the blood money. I love you all. See you guys tomorrow.